Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the Sentinels and Multiverse Nuzlocke. Have a couple of new players today. If we want to go ahead and introduce ourselves, just sort of go around the table in color order. I'm sort of the host of the Nuzlocke, Aiden, and I'm playing Tachyon today.
Yeah, I can go next. I am in red. I'm going as that Sentinel. It's my second time playing this. First time on tabletop, though. Yeah, pleasure to join in on this.
And who are you playing?
Oh, I am playing Ra, Mighty God of the Sun. So I'm told it's a damage dealer, and probably support or DPS.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, I'm Adel, I'm back again, and I'm playing Visionary today.
Okay.
And I am Twin-Bladed Wolf, I am color blue, and I am playing Legally Distinct Elemental Hero Tempest. This is my first time playing Sentinels of the Multiverse, but I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, so I should be fine.
Okay. And
It
today...
was a good game until Tower Creep.
Yeah. And today we're fighting Voss in Megalopolis. So, to begin, I'm just going to go ahead and flip over the 4 minions that Voss gets to start with. And then let's go ahead and jump into his turn. So, start of the villain turn, if there are no minions in play, there are. And there are not 10 or more minions, so we don't immediately lose the game. Do note, Voss will also be taking 2 less damage for each minion in play. So the less minions, the less damage he takes.
So you'll take 8 less damage at the moment.
Yes. We have this one is end of villain turn. Hold on, I'm just going to also start of turn. Is it on the backside? Yes. Okay. So end of turn. End of the turn. What about this one? End. Nope. And end. Okay. So nothing happens at the start of his turn. So he's going to play a card. And it is another minion. Then we go in through the minions. So, this card deals the hero target with the highest health 3 lightning damage. How much health does everyone have?
26.
I got 30, so I presume it might be me.
I'm pretty sure you're going to take the 3 lightning damage. Yeah.
Alright. Down to 27.
Lowest health, 2 energy damage. Looks like it is a tie between Tempest and Visionary. So you guys get a pick.
I'll take it.
Okay. And then the lowest energy damage, 2 more damage.
Oh.
So Visionary will be taking 2 more. Each hero target, 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then 2 more psychic damage to everyone.
Yep.
And that is Voss's turn. Our turn. I'm also just going to go ahead and grab one of those. Oh, don't forget to draw 4 cards.
Okay.
Yep.
You can hover over your deck and press 4 to draw 4 cards. Okay. Now then, I am going to start things off by playing HUD Goggles, so I can play an additional card. And everyone has 3 health at the moment. This kind of sucks for a hand. I'm just not gonna play a second card because yeah.
I can do two to everything on my turn.
That's good. So I'm going to use a power. Everybody gets to draw a card.
Sweet.
And then I will draw a card and end my turn. Ra,
How
you're
many
up.
villain ongoing cards are there?
Sorry?
How many villain ongoing cards are there? So I just drew a card. Each non-hero target. Raw deals each non-hero target X fire damage, X being the number of villain ongoing cards in play. That
Right.
seems a bit spicy.
Right now there are 0 ongoing cards in play.
Okay, not so spicy. Okay, never mind. I mean, I've got a one-shot that'll let me do an additional power this turn, and I guess add that with target one person with 3 fire damage, sort of leaning towards that. So I could do 4 damage to someone.
Yeah.
Or you can split it 2-2, and then I can. My thing will kill 2 of them.
Okay, that deals 1 target. Well, one of the targets has to be 3 fire damage, another target is 1 damage. So it's 1-3 that I can split it.
That works fine.
Yeah.
Maybe kill the things that are dealing damage to all of us.
Okay,
What damage type are you going to be dealing to all of them? Since some of them are immune to lightning damage.
where would I see the damage type? I presume they're fire.
You're dealing fire, yes.
I'm doing psychic.
Psychic? Okay, so the ones that are dealing damage to everyone are immune to psychic damage, just so people are aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't do anything against the guy immune to lightning damage.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that? They're immune to psychic damage or lightning damage, or did I mishear?
So the Gene-bound Shock Infantry, the first one on the far left, is immune to lightning damage. After that, we have 2 that are immune to energy damage, and then after that, we have 2 that are immune to psychic damage.
Okay. I've got another power, which will increase my fire damage by 1 and change the damage type of all heroes to fire.
So right now, that might not be a bad shout. It means everybody doesn't need to care as much about the typings, and you'll be dealing more damage next turn. But it's up to you.
Either 3-1 or I'll do the okay, so what I think I'll do is I'll do the one shot.
Okay.
And then I'll do the imbued fire for future.
Just so you are aware, you can with your one shot, so you will not be able to do the second part of the card since it has to be 2 different powers. So you can't use your main power twice.
Okay.
So it says you may use an additional power this turn. So that means the card needs to be in play already.
I see.
Yeah. Do note your other cards, all of them that say ongoing, stay in play.
Okay.
So my recommendation would be this turn probably start off with an ongoing card so that it stays in play and you start to build up your resources, and then you have theoretically 2 powers next turn. So that way you can deal 1 damage and do a second power next turn.
Okay.
If you understand what I mean.
About 80% sure.
Okay.
I think I will do the imbued fire then. It sounds like I can't do the one shot in another card. I have to play one first. I'll just do this ongoing limited.
Okay.
So I will increase all fire damage by 1, change the type of damage dealt by hero targets to fire.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like I'll be doing damage this turn. It'll be something for future turns.
Oh, that's great.
Do note you can use a power, and if you look on your hero card, you have a power there which you can use.
Oh, I see. Okay, completely missed that. So deals 1 target 2 fire damage.
+1 because you're boosting damage.
Perfect. So if I'm reading this right, I can kill one of the minions straight off.
Yes.
Any preference on which one?
I will wipe the rest of them out.
Okay, I'll just do the one at the far right.
Okay. So he is dead. Wrong spot. Goes there. And there we are. Okay.
Actually, Mr. Twin-Bladed, I was looking at your cards, and what if you do Chain Lightning instead? We'd leave one alive, but you don't have any ongoing cards to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, I was planning to use Chain Lightning. That was what I was planning.
Okay. In that case, I will not wipe all of them out. Um, I guess I'll play Prophetic Vision.
Okay.
So we'll look at the top 3 of the environment deck
There's
and
card
decide
1.
that the environment is not going to be an issue for a turn.
So those are the top 3 cards.
I'm thinking we keeping Impending Casualty on top and the other one's on the bottom.
That makes sense to me, to be honest.
Was that?
That makes sense to me. Okay.
And then who feels like drawing? And then discarding one.
I probably
I think
wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I
You?
think I'm pretty set.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wants it can have it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
So I get to draw 2 and then discard 1?
Yep.
Perfect.
That is my turn.
All right, so that would be my turn then. I'm going to activate Chain Lightning. So I choose 1 target, and it takes 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm going to choose Gene Round Psyweaver, the one that deals everyone 2 psychic.
Okay.
I then choose a second target, I think.
Yep.
And then I deal 2 damage, lightning damage. And is energy damage its own damage, or is it like
Energy
Everything
damage.
is fire right now. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your damage type is changed to fire and then boosted by 1.
Oh,
So
okay,
that
okay.
2 will be that 3 will
Yeah,
be
you get to
changed.
kill 2 more things basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think I'm going to choose I think I'm going to take out the ones that are going to lower HP the most. So I'm going to
These two?
choose the Gene Bound Ion Lancer,
Okay.
and then I'll choose the other Ion Lancer, and it'll take an extra 2, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And then I activate my power, so each non-hero target takes 1 projectile damage.
Okay. So that will be 1 on this one, and 1 reduced by 2 on the boss.
Yeah. And then
Is it not 2 on the minion?
It would be 2 because it's converted to fire damage and then boosted by 1.
Yeah.
And then I draw a card and end my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'm
And
done.
then the environment will play a card. It is Impending Casualty. At the end of the environment turn, 1 player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. It is currently the end of the environment card. Does anyone want to discard a card to destroy the card?
I can.
I don't mind. I will say, getting bursts into the discard pile is actually pretty helpful for me.
Then probably you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this card here, and that destroys that card. That is the environment turn. Villain turn, start of turn. There's no minions, and there is not 10 or more minions, so he'll just move on to his play phase, playing the top card. It is another infantry. Has an end of turn action. So, first one will then go ahead and deal the hero target with the highest health 3 lightning damage, which I believe at this moment is me.
Yeah.
So that is 3 to myself, and then the second one will deal 3 more damage to Raw, it looks like.
All right. So 23 down to 20.
Yep. And then that is the villain's turn, on to my turn. So I am going to go ahead and, hey, everybody gets to draw a card.
Yay.
Don't worry,
Cool.
because everybody will get to draw another card. And then everybody gets to draw another card. I still can play 2 more cards for the record.
And how do you know how many cards you could play in a turn?
Generally speaking, it is 1 card a turn. I have 1 card that allows me to play an additional card each turn. And then each of the cards I just played, Fleet of Foot, each player may draw a card, I may play a card.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So I was just chaining there. And then I'm going to go ahead and deal 1 target, 1 melee damage, which is then converted to fire and increased to 2. So I'm just going to take out the 1 guy here.
We want to avoid killing the last minion, right?
It wouldn't be... So on the boss's flip side, he deals more damage. However, he will be taking more damage as well. His damage reduction is lowered to 1. So probably wouldn't be a bad shout to try to keep 1 minion alive. And then I get to draw a card. Did I draw a card?
I think I just draw 2 cards that have him in the artwork. Grievous
Really?
Hailstorm. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a canon event.
I am then going to... let's play Lightspeed Barrage. Tachyon deals 1 target X melee damage, where X is the number of burst cards in my trash. I just threw a bunch more burst cards in there, since they are all 1-shots. It looks like there are 6 cards in my trash. That's burst. Yeah, 6 cards in my burst. It is then converted to fire and increased by 1. So I will be dealing 7 reduced by 2 to the boss. That's 5. And then I am going to go ahead and I still have 1 more card to play. Do I want to? Sure. I'm going to go ahead and, is anyone needing to deal damage to the minion? Because I can deal 2 damage to the minion to make it not attack us.
I don't need to deal any damage to him. I have single target ability.
I don't need to deal damage either.
Okay, so I'm gonna deal 2 damage to the minion, and he cannot deal damage.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was my card. I now can use a power. Everybody draws a card.
Do we have a hand limit?
No. No
Or is
hand
it
limit.
limited?
No
Alright,
hand limit.
this thing doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then
What are
I
the-
get to draw a card. And that's my turn.
I just drew the same card 3 times in a row.
Impressive. Alright, so I presume it's my turn next?
Yep.
So I am divided between doing Blazing Tornado as my card to play, or doing what was it? Fire Blast, and just dealing 3 damage to the boss. 5 damage. Fire Blast is a one-shot, the other is another ongoing card that I have. I'm
I
leaning
played-
towards the ongoing.
I played 1 too many cards, I just realized. I should not have played that one shot. It's fine, continue.
Does that mean we have 1 less card? I think I drew like 2 cards.
No, the card that I took back just would have dealt damage to the 1 minion and stopped him from attacking us. So he's still going to attack us.
Okay.
It was the last card I played.
Alright.
So.
What I will do is I will, I'll just do Blazing Tornado as my card to play.
Okay.
I will use the power on Blazing Tornado to deal 3 fire damage plus 1, I believe.
Yep.
So 4 onto the boss. I think there's some damage mitigated still.
Yep. Reduced by 2, so he'll only take 2.
Yeah. And then I draw a card. I think that's about it for now.
Okay.
I will play. Hmm.
By the way, I didn't ask, what's the meaning of limited on the cards?
Limited means
Versus-
you can only have 1 copy of that card in play at a time. So for
Okay, yeah.
so for
figures.
example,
How does
Yeah, I
boss
have a
do
second
damage
copy
on his
of
flip?
Infinity Fire now.
sorry, what was the question?
No, I'm just trying to read how Voss does damage on his flip.
Yeah.
Minus 1 energy. Okay. What are the odds we flip him?
Depends. If this if this minion dies, he flips.
Yes, but like, are we planning to kill the minion in the future, or do we think we're just going to keep 1 minion on at all times?
That is up to us. We can. I do think we are very good at dealing wide damage. I think, especially with Tempest and such. So we can definitely we can definitely easily kill the minion if we so choose. So it's hard to
Yes,
say.
I'm aware that we can kill the minion, or do we feel like we're going to kill the minion?
I imagine at some point all minions will be dead and the boss will probably end up flipping.
Okay. Good enough. I will play Twist the Ether on the boss, so from now on he'll do 1 less damage to us.
Cool.
Whenever he tries to do damage.
Okay.
And then who wants to draw and discard this time?
I won't mind drawing and discarding more.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Draw 2, and then discard 1.
What would happen if our entire deck was drawn? Will we just not draw cards anymore? Or...
Shuffle your discard pile. That's your deck.
Okay, got it.
That is my turn.
All right, so it's my turn, and I'm going to activate an ongoing effect, which is Grievous Hailstorm. And it has a power noted to that. So do I choose between that power and my power?
Yes, you get to choose.
I
Okay.
shall be back in a minute.
No problem.
Yes. All right. In this case, I'm just going to double check. Do we still have the boosted fire ability?
Boosted
Yeah.
fire? Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Grievous Hailstorm. Each non-hero target will take 2 cold damage, which upgrades to 3 fire damage, which should take out that minion.
Okay.
And because I activated that, I can't activate my own power, so I'll just draw a card, and that is I drew out my whole deck.
So which one did you activate?
I activated Hailstorm.
Hailstorm? Okay,
Yeah.
so that kills the minion, and then you get to do 2+1 damage to the boss.
Yeah.
And his damage reduction at this point is gone because you killed the minion.
Mhm.
So that means he is taking 3 damage.
Sweet. Yep, and I drew the card, and that's my turn.
Yeah. If you see this giant damage dealt +1, that will be for the fire. As long as that's in play, the imbuing fire is in play.
Okay.
Okay, that is your turn. Then go to Megalopolis. Impending casualty. We get end of the environment turn. We get to discard a card to destroy that card if we so wish.
I'll discard my second copy of Grievous Hailstorm to do that.
Sure.
Because I can't benefit from multiple in play, so I might as well.
Yeah. Okay. That was the environment turn. We then go to the villain turn. Start of turn. There are 0 minions in play, so he flips. And then he is going to go ahead and play a card. It is the Gene-Bound Soldier. Immune to projectile damage. End of the villain turn. It'll deal the highest health to projectile damage. So who has the highest health?
I think that's me.
Yeah. Tempest, yeah.
Yeah, the only one who hasn't taken damage. Really,
I took
direct
damage at the
damage.
start, yeah.
Yeah. And then that will be and also highest health will be taking 3 damage. Sorry, his damage should have been first, so you should actually have taken 3 first.
Okay, so I'll have 19.
Reduced by 1, right?
For what?
From my card. Twist either.
Right. Yes. You would reduce it, so yes. And you can also make it a damage type of your choice. Which I don't think
is there a good damage type for this?
Not fire. Don't make it fire. Anything else.
Okay. Energy, I guess.
There are some people, like for example Absolute Zero, who benefit from taking cold damage or fire damage or something. Mm-hmm. So that card pairs very well with that hero, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the hero target with the lowest health will be taking 2 fire damage, buffed to 3, unless someone wants to change the damage type.
Yes, it will be changed to energy as well, and then reduced again. So, like,
okay.
1 damage now?
1 damage to whoever's at the lowest health, which I believe is you.
Yeah.
And then his soldier will take a turn and deal 2 damage to me.
I did not expect my card to be useful so soon.
Yep. Okay. that is the villain's turn. It is now my turn. I get to play 2 cards. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the minion and deal damage to the boss. So a minion dies, taking 4 fire damage, and then I deal 4 fire damage to the boss. And then I still have a second card I can play. And I think I'm probably going to go with this one to deal 1 boosted to 2 fire damage to the boss. And then I get to draw a card, and then I get to use a power. So I'm going to make everyone draw a card.
Okay.
Oh. Is there a hotkey to flip it?
So if you hover over the deck and press 1, it goes right into your hand and flips it. For
Okay.
1 card.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah.
And then I will draw a card and end my turn.
Cool. So I presume there are no villain ongoing cards in play, right?
There are none.
No.
Okay. That seems like a bit of a waste. A couple cards. Okay. So I've got this card, Solar Flare, increases my fire damage by 2, but I'll have to take 4 damage at the end of each of my turns, which sounds not great, because I would, at minimum, die within the next 4, probably 4 or 5 turns. Probably 4.
Yeah, I did just draw a Cleansing Downpour, which I can use as a power, so everyone regains 2 HP.
Okay.
That is a card I do have now.
Okay. Good to know. But yeah, 4 damage is a lot for the Solar Flare, so I presume I'm just not going to use it. What I think I'll do instead is I'll play this Living Conflagration, another ongoing card. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, so when the card comes into play, deal 1 target 2 fire damage, so that will be boosted to 3 fire damage on the boss. And then I will do a power, and I will deal the boss 3 fire damage plus 1 4 damage. And that'll be it. And now I think I draw a card after.
Yep. Okay.
All right. That's it.
Visionary, you are up.
Yeah. I think I'm going to play Demoralization. So at the start of my turns from now on, I'll deal 2 fire damage to the boss.
Okay.
Who wants to draw?
If no one else needs to draw, I definitely don't mind drawing. Means I can get more bursts in my discard pile.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm feeling rather useless.
That's just because we're doing really good at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it.
Yeah. Visionary is not a damage dealer. Visionary is all about controlling the opponent and the environment. So the fact that nothing is going wrong means you're doing a good job.
I see.
Right. So, yep. Are you done your turn?
Yeah, I'm done my turn.
All right. So on my turn, I'm going to play Cleansing Downpour. And I'm going to utilize its power, so everybody will regain 2 HP, every hero.
All right. I like that.
Yep. And then I just draw a card, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Then go to the environment turn. Environment is another impending casualty. So we
All
can...
right.
Oh.
Yeah, I will dump my third Grievous Hailstorm.
Okay. Do note the boss can have cards that might destroy ongoing cards.
Oh, I know. I have 2 cards in my hand to reclaim cards from the trash pile, if I need
Okay.
them.
Okay. Sounds good. So that destroys that, and then we go on to the villain turn. Start of turn, there are less than 2 minions in play, so he will go ahead and just move on to his play phase. Another projectile guy. And then we go on.
Yeah.
He will then go ahead and deal 3 energy damage to the player with the highest health.
I think that would be me, if I'm not mistaken. 22 health. So I'll go
Tempest
down to 19.
or Raw, either one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'll go down.
I'll. Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Did you already go down?
no, I didn't move down. I was gonna volunteer, but
Okay.
I mean, I feel like Ross shouldn't take damage in case he wants to play the card that deals damage to himself.
oh yeah, that's a good point. So I'll take the
Yeah.
damage for you.
All right, I'll go back to 22. Thanks.
1, 2, 3.
And then he will deal the hero target with the lowest health 2 fire damage, buffed to 3.
I'll take the one.
No, I'll take the 1 because you're the
Okay.
support.
Do note actually, the 3 damage was before the Twist the Ether.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying one after twist. Oh, so actually,
So
you should be higher than that.
Yeah, you should be at 20 Tempest, and Visionary
Yeah.
was the only
Okay.
option for the
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we go on to the minion who deals the highest target 2 projectile damage. So I believe that is Raw.
All right, so I'll go down to 20.
Okay. And then that is the villain turn. My turn. I am going to go ahead and I could start pushing the limits, which would just allow me to draw more cards and play more cards. But I'd start dealing damage to myself. Let's risk it. Things are going pretty well at the moment. We need a clock. So I'm going to allow myself to play 3 cards in a turn and draw 2 cards in a turn. I am then going to go ahead and play Synaptic Interruption. And I have one more card. I am going to go ahead and play Nimble Strike to go ahead and deal the boss. Or do I do the minion? No, I'm just going to deal the boss 1 damage. Buffed and reduced. And then I get to draw a card. And that will be my turn.
All right. So I actually just got this new called Staff of Ra, which will increase my damage by 1. I won't be taking any extra damage by playing it, so it'll be good. I actually gain health, so
Yeah.
I'll do that first. So playing Staff of Ra is an equipment. When the card enters play, Ra regains 3 health, so from 20 to 23.
Okay.
Increase damage dealt by Ra by 1. So that'll be in addition to the 1 with Envied Fire, so +2 with my attacks. I will, as a power, do the Blazing Tornado, deal 1 target 3 fire damage +2, so 5. Or actually, no. I can kill the minion, do 1 +2, do 3 damage, and I can also draw a card with another power. I think I'll do that unless anyone thinks differently.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right, minion instead. I'm going to draw a card with that power, and that's my turn. Oh, and I draw another card with my draw, or my draw phase.
Yep. Okay.
Start of turn, I deal 2 to the boss. Oh. And then I will play...
Choices.
None of them are really that useful, though, is the issue. I guess I'll play...
I mean, you could do 3 damage to the boss. You could control what the boss is doing next. That's not that useful. That's could do 4 damage to the boss with that card. You could just get that power out if you so wanted it. Yeah, so it's kind of deal 4 damage or control what the villain is going to do. I'll leave it up to you what you want.
I'll deal 4 damage because I don't think we need to control the villain right now. He's not really doing anything. Okay, do you want to draw 2 again?
I won't mind unless anyone has any objection.
I'd like to draw 2 this time, actually. I'm kind of curious what I get in my deck, so...
Go ahead.
I'm going to draw 2.
Yeah,
draw
it's
2,
draw
then
2, discard 1.
Yeah. All right. This is 5 other target
And that's my turn.
Okay.
All right. So on my turn, I'm going to play the card Lightning Slash. It's a one-shot. I deal 1 target 5 lightning damage. I'm choosing Voss. That gets upgraded to 6 fire damage, right? From Ra?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And then I will activate, once again, I will activate the Cleansing Downpour power, so everyone gains 2 HP.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I draw 1 and end my turn.
Okay. Megalopolis is going to, at the end of the environment turn, deal 1 projectile damage to the villain target with the highest health. That is 1 damage to the boss.
Nice.
And then Voss has no minion, so he doesn't flip, and he will play a card. First time a minion enters play each turn, play the top card of the villain deck. That is a device. And then he will deal. Who has the most health?
I'm at 25.
So
I think it's you. I think.
I believe
Can
Ra.
we take him?
Oh, right.
So you're taking 3 energy damage. Converted and reduced by 1, so 2 damage of any type except fire.
Then I'll take 1.
And then lowest health will take 1.
Are we able to change the damage to fire?
Yeah.
That the boss is doing? Because I just got this card that will make me immune, and as a power, make everyone else immune to fire damage.
Yeah.
Just a thought. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can continue.
Okay. And then that is the boss's turn. My turn. I forgot at the start of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and deal 2 damage to myself, which is converted to fire and buffed by 1, so it's 3. The downsides of buffing damage, but that allows me to play 3 cards this turn. Then I am going to go ahead and start things off with The boss did not attack me since last turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and start things off. Quick Insight, draw 3, discard 2. And then I will go ahead and deal 2 damage to the boss, and the boss cannot deal damage until the start of its next turn, my next turn. And then I have one more card I can play. I am going to go ahead and... Yeah, sure, why not? Deal 3 damage to the boss.
By the way,
And-
what's this device in play?
Sorry?
This device. I see Corp Drive Translocator. I presume this was drawn from the minion deck or the boss deck.
Yes, that is the boss's card. It will basically allow the boss to play 2 minions each turn.
Okay, but it doesn't count as a minion.
It is not a minion, it is a device.
So
Okay.
I have something funny I can do. If I use Into the Stratosphere, I place it on top of his villain deck. And I could do that twice, so for the next 2 or 3 turns, he'll only be able to use that card.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then I am... I've played my 3 cards. I'm then going to use a power. Everybody draws a card.
Sweet, sweet.
And then I'm going to draw 2 more cards. And then that is my turn.
All right. Right, you know what? I am going to play that Solar Flare I've been talking so much about. All my fire damage will now deal an additional 2. So that's +4 for any damage I do. And I guess just do it in the boss's face, I guess. So I'm going to deal 3 + 4, 7 damage to the boss.
Okay.
And then I believe I take what was it? Hold on. I take 4 psychic damage.
Do note.
I may deal...
Do note.
Oh, yeah.
Change the damage type of damage dealt by hero targets to fire. This is... You are dealing yourself this damage, which means that damage is getting converted to fire.
Oh. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't have done that then. Because that's going to be quite a bit.
Yeah. And that also...
Okay.
Your staff also increases the damage you deal by 1.
Yeah,
So-
okay. Are there takebacks in this?
I'll let you take it back, but the boss will take back
Okay.
itself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just
okay.
be aware of that combo is not necessarily the nicest when you have the 1 card out.
Overlook that. Okay. Alright, second plan. I believe I had Rot is immune to fire damage. I think I might do that. Because that would make the solar flare damage dealt to myself 0, if I'm understanding that right.
Correct.
Because I can convert it to fire. Alright, so let's do that. So, that's my card to play. As power, I'm just going to deal 3 + 2, 5 damage to the boss.
Okay.
And it's my turn. Then I draw a card, I believe.
Yep.
I will play Prophetic Visions. Let's see the top of the environment again.
Okay. That is 1, 2, and 3.
We'll get more police backup.
I like the sounds of that. I'll be honest. Oh.
I hope that worked. No.
Nope. Okay.
What?
I think we just placed 1 on top of the deck and 1 underneath it.
Mm.
So, there we are. I think that's fixed.
Yeah. And then who feels like drawing this time?
I mean, if no one else wants to, I will.
Sure. Oh, also,
Right.
I forgot, at the start of my turn, I deal 2 to the boss.
Okay. No objections.
It is my turn.
All right. On my turn, I'm going to play Into the Stratosphere. It's a one-shot. I choose that device and I place it on top of his deck. In addition, the villain target with the highest HP takes 2 projectile damage, which upgrades to 3 fire damage. And
Okay.
then I'm going to, again, use Cleansing Downpour so everyone heals 2 HP.
Okay.
All right.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn, and then I draw.
We
Oh, I
didn't
drew a
put the
third
device
one.
back on top yet.
Did you put it? Did you put? Okay.
Oh no, I didn't move that card, my bad.
There we are. We then go to the environment turn, and oh look, it is police backup. We then go
Yay.
to the end of the environment turn. Both police backups will shoot the boss for 1 each. And then we go to the villain turn. Start of turn, there are no minions. He will play a card. Oh, look at that. It's a Quark Drive Translocator.
I can do this 2 more times.
And then he will go ahead and deal the hero with the highest health.
He won't do any damage this turn, right?
He does not deal any damage this turn, yes, because I basically punched him in the throat. Yep. That is his turn. My turn.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and start things off by punching myself in the face for 3. And then I am going to... No, I am not going to. I am going to try to punch myself in the face for 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and redirect that damage to a target of my choice and destroy my static interpretation. And I'm going to choose the boss. I then get to play 3 cards. Or should I say make that 4 cards. I may play 2 cards now. And then I am going to start things off by dealing... you know what? For fun, I'll pick 2 targets. Ra and the boss. 4 fire damage each.
You're dealing me fire damage?
Yes.
I'm immune to fire damage.
Yes, that's why I picked you.
Okay, making that.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I am going to knock the boss for 3 fire damage. On top of that, I have 2 more cards I can play. So I am going to hit the boss for... Oh, I also might as well have picked the Quark Drive with this, so that would have been 4. And this will deal 2 damage to all non-hero targets. And I have 1 more card to play, so I'm going to play another one of them. No. Wrong card. Another one of them. So that is 2 more damage to you, and 2 more damage to you. That was my play phase.
All right.
I'm then going to use a power. Everybody gets to draw a card. And then I get to draw another card. Or 2. And that is my turn.
All right. Give me a few seconds. I'm just doing some quick math. So boss is at 22. 3 plus 5 plus Yeah, all right. So I'm going to do a one shot for my play. I'm going to play Flame Spike. Raw deals 1 target 1 fire damage. That's increased by 2, so that's 3 damage to the boss.
Okay.
I may use an additional power this turn, so I believe I have 2 powers I can use.
Yep. Cannot be the same power twice.
Yep, that's fine. I will deal 1 target 3 fire damage plus 2, so 5 damage to the boss. And then I will deal 1 target 2 fire damage plus 2, so 4 damage to the boss. And that's it.
If the boss is still alive come my turn, it is dead. I have 1 card here that deals 1 target X fire damage, where X is the number of burst cards in my trash. My trash currently has 16 burst cards in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, start of turn, I deal 2 to the boss. I play Mind Spike and deal 4 to the boss. I mean, it probably doesn't matter, but anyone want to draw and discard?
Sure!
Go for it.
Because that allows me to put another burst card into my trash. Boop. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. It's my turn, and I'm going to activate the ongoing limited card, Vicious Cyclone. So I play this next to the villain, I believe. And I can discard up to 3 cards, which will deal
At the
1
start
projectile damage for each. Oh, at the start of
your turn. So that's
Okay,
next
okay.
turn. Just so you're
Okay,
aware.
I misread that. Misplay, sorry.
It's
Oh well,
okay.
I'll keep it there. It's fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
let you get the glory.
Can you deal like 2 damage? We should give like the police the kill.
You know what? I'm gonna activate the lore card, Grievous Hailstorm. He takes 2 cold for 3 fire.
Wrong way.
Yep.
The police probably have so much trouble in this
All right,
world.
and then
so
I draw a card, and hopefully there's no phase 2. I end my turn.
let's give the police a win.
Players cannot draw cards, and then the police will go ahead and kill the boss.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Oh, no. The first police will shoot the portal, Quark Drive Translocator, and then the second one will kill the boss.
Oh, police killed. Oh, yeah. There you go. Police for a double win.
Yeah. And that's this game. We won!
Cool.
We won.
No casualties.
And everybody ended with over 20 HP.
Yep. Yeah, now, if it had come back to my turn, I would have, like, the last burst card I would have played was Lightspeed Barrage, just to deal massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, but it was funnier this way.
Yeah.
That's her.
Absolutely. Yeah. GG, guys. We have another win.
Woo.
And honestly, that might be our fastest win yet. I don't know.
How many bosses have you gone through in the Nuzlocke?
So this was our 3rd victory, 4th fight.
Okay. So we've got some hero casualties.
Yeah.
From whatever the failed fight is.
The failed fight will be next time. Omnitron rematch.
Yeah. Choosing Tempest, definitely. Everybody did so much damage to the minions. He had no minions for half the game.
Yeah.
That does definitely hurt him.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this strategy also works very well against Omnitron, who also is a minion-based villain, as we discovered last time. The biggest challenge with Omnitron, though, is that we had the combo of all his minions coming out, and also we fought him on a environment that just destroyed cards after cards after cards that were on the field. So,
that's rough.
Visionary, you'll be more helpful in that fight. Anyways. Yeah.
So, I was going to really bully him if he had more HP. I would have kept playing Into the Stratosphere and then I play Reclaim from the Deep to regain it into the stratosphere. And then I would just keep putting it on the top of his deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was fun. We're
Yeah.
back at it. Yay!
Yay.
Very clean win.
Very
Yeah,
clean
very
win.
clean win.
Yeah. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and stop recording now.